Remember group projects in school?
I feel like only one person did everything and then everyone else was just coasting.
Okay, yeah, well, we all know they suck, but these are the top 5 worst group project horror stories of all time.
Starting with number 5.
Today, I effed up by being a male in a women's studies group project. Should I drop out? This is OKOP, the home of the craziest stories on earth. I'm Sam, and John. Should OP drop out?
I mean, my guy, you're walking into a losing battle. You are not equipped.
I think he is doing greatness by trying to learn.
I'm obviously totally joking.
Yeah,
this is
sound
great.
like you're joking.
Oh yeah,
I feel
Sam.
like you've been watching too much tape.
What are you insinuating?
You're a raging misogynist. So this comes from Oh Boy Cookies, and they say this literally happened last night, and I'm going to change some names. Some context. I've always been interested in psychology, so I signed up for some psychology courses this semester. The one I'm taking about happened to be a cross-listed course with women's studies. Now, to the F up. For our end of semester final project, we picked groups of 4 to work on a presentation on drug addiction and how it related to sex differences. My friend Maria and I automatically started wondering who to complete our group with. We immediately thought of Karen, who we'd work with on our midterm assignment. Then Maria suggested we get Kylie as the last member of our group. I was a little uncertain because something about her seemed off. She was the girl who attended an all-girl religious school in high school and self-described communist and a self-described feminist. But she was also quite smart.
Riley's dream girl.
I told myself I was imagining red flags where there were none, and I figured it was just one project. So why not? Boy, was I wrong. We met as an entire group to work on our presentation twice, during which she monopolized everything. She selected our presentation type, our slide sizes, the amount of bullet points we wrote, and even the effing font type.
Ooh.
Initially, I didn't agree to all this, but she started biatching and making everyone miserable. By our third meeting yesterday, everyone in our group was just defaulting to checking in with her for any changes in the presentation. I personally just decided to keep talking to a minimum, no jokes, and just be friendly. In our first run through, she stammered through her lines with a lot of ums and ahs, and we went way over our time limit. I decided to try to be encouraging and told her, don't worry, Kylie, you'll be fine. Since your part of the presentation is like 7 minutes, if you remove the ums and the ahs in your sentences, you could easily cut another 30 seconds. She immediately responded with, oh yeah, I think it's disgusting that you'd say I have 30 seconds worth of ums and ahs, and I thank you not to say that to me again. Disgusting. You disgusting pig of a man. She also got upset when the rest of the group tried to tell her that she was, in fact, spending way too much time on her intro, claiming that we were all sitting on her slides unnecessarily.
There's not even talking about your slides.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
if anything, that I feel like the connotation is like, oh,
Your slide delivery.
Your content is great. You just need to, tighten it up a little bit.
But wait, folks,
Oh,
it gets better.
no boy.
After 2 hours, we decide we're done for the day and get up to leave. Kylie tells us to wait, saying she wanted to have a meeting right now about group dynamics. She started off with, okay, OP.
Hey, let's go!
I don't mean to harp on you, but I feel very uncomfortable around you because you're very misogynistic. I was stunned, to say the least, and asked her for an example. She responded by reminding me our first meeting where she asked me to explain what creatine does. I said, okay, so creatine works primarily with ATP. Hold on, you know what ATP is? She responded with, yeah, believe it or not, I have taken upper level biology course before. According to her, this was proof of my internalized misogyny because I believed women didn't belong in science.
I don't even know what that means.
That feels a bit of a stretch, Kylie.
Bit of a stretch.
I was confused and tired, so I tried to diffuse the tension with, all right, Kylie, I promise you, I have nothing against you. I'm sorry for doing anything to you that you consider misogynistic, and I'll try to improve on that.
Nope.
Problem solved.
He done effed up.
Why did he F up, John?
Bro, He's not. He's like, I'm sorry that you feel like I'm a misogynist or whatever. What?
Right
Talk
here,
to
he
me.
said problem solved because he was trying to solve the problem and not listen to
Yeah,
it.
he thought
That's what it was.
he
He
thought
didn't
they
say problem solved to her, to be clear.
in his head. He's like, cha-ching,
Problem
problem
solved.
He
solved.
was trying to solve a problem that no, I'm trying
Say it, Riley. Say
Riley's
it.
backing down.
No, some people want to be heard. They don't want their problems to be solved. And I feel like he was solving the problem, and then like that makes walls go up rather than like
Yeah.
I'm hearing what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel you. We're on the same page. He's
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm not going to ever do that again.
But wait, there's more.
Here we go.
Instead of accepting my apology, she got angrier, saying, I never did anything to improve. She then proceeded to build up examples, such as when I said I liked her university better than another university because Kylie's sister went there. This is proof of my verbal abuse.
What?
Until she was screaming that I was an asshole, that I was constantly verbally assaulting her, and that I was a misogynist to women. It feels like someone else is kind of being verbally abusive right now.
Yeah. Real quick. What's the deal with the sisters' college? Like, what does that even?
He said he didn't like another college, and basically she took offense to that because her sister goes there.
Oh, okay. All right, Sammy. Red flag or green flag? He is close to his mom.
Ooh, I'm gonna say green flag. I love my mom.
Yeah, moms
And if you
are
don't
great.
love your mom, that's a red flag.
That's
If you
absolutely
don't,
right.
come on, who's not loving their mom? You know what else I love? Possibly equally to my mother.
What is that?
Our new drop at okop.show/shop.
That's right. You can get one of 50 hats, hoodies, or overalls before the drop ends on February 9th.
And if you support the red flag, green flag drop, we will choose one of you lucky supporters to be featured and interviewed on the show.
So support your boys, support the show. Again, go to okop.show/shop before items run out or before February 9th.
See you there. At this point, I was too shocked to even say anything. I've never been accused of misogyny right now, let alone internalized misogyny. So at this point, 20 minutes into her rant, Karen Maria tried to calm Kylie down, but it ended up making her mad at them.
Yeah, there we go.
When Karen tried to calm her down, Kylie demanded to know, how can you stand him when he doesn't even say your name right? Karen was taken aback and responded that she didn't mind because most people get her name wrong. Even worse, she has a tricky real name, and reminded her that it actually apologized for saying her name wrong earlier in the meeting and fixed it. Rather than accept that, she started screaming that it's not acceptable to take that lying down. Maria was made of sterner stuff. She flat out told her, you need to calm down. I feel like I'm in the middle of an 8th grade argument with my boyfriend. Kylie took this as an invitation to grab her stuff and storm out of the room screaming how they were all encouraging my misogyny. We're supposed to meet for our final presentation preparations tonight. Pray for me. Woo!
Pray for our boy, our
Pray for
fallen
our
soldier.
boy. I mean, a question to you guys,
Yeah.
question to John and Riley. What should OP have done differently in this situation?
So what I would have done,
And is OP an a-hole?
yes. So first, what I would have done, kind of like what Opie was saying at the beginning of the story, I kind of just want to get through this. I don't really want to shake anything up. I would probably just be like, you know what? You're right. Thank you for helping me learn and understand more. I would probably say something like that.
Yeah, I am a misogynist.
Yeah, basically. Do I really mean that? No, but I am just kind of trying to get through this group project without all of this insanity.
Yeah.
And then is OP the a-hole? No. And especially like,
Yeah.
I was wondering, sometimes we read these stories and this is from OP's perspective. They have the benefit of creating the narrative. But the fact that
The other two group project members
who
kind
are
of
all women are like, oh, actually, like he's just, pointing out like, tightening up the, she's just people use things and they take it too far and they pimp it to their
She
advantage.
did not take criticism well.
No.
And I think like he may have like been the one that was voicing that a lot. So she took that as offense and like personalized that. And then I think she was fishing. I don't think there's anything he could actually say.
I bet he could have some biases and things of that nature, but not in what she was calling out at all.
No. Yeah. I wonder if like I'm thinking of what exactly I would say. I would probably say, yes, I'm sorry. I was being a misogynist. What can I do to make you feel more comfortable? Is that like,
I don't think that's the thing to say either. Because one, you're admitting to it, and then two, it kind of low-key seems sarcastic. Like, yes, I'm a misogynist, even if any tone or way you...
I wonder, is it almost like killing them with kindness a little bit? Yeah.
Well, what do you say? I'm so sorry that I did. Well, because he kind of said, I'm so sorry I made you feel that way.
Yeah, which get like, if you're talking to a person like this, it's so going to come off as like, I'm so sorry that your butt hurt. I'm not sorry about my actions, but I'm sorry
I feel
don't
like you have
them.
to say, I hear you. I am a misogynist, and I'm working on it.
If you want to squash the beef, that's kind of what you got to say.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah. If you just want to make it through this group project,
which is all OP's trying to do. OP's not trying to like be long-term friends.
Yeah,
OP's just trying to get that A.
Yeah, exactly. Not that A, but that A.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Hold on.
Hey,
Who's the misogynist now? Whoa.
No, sucks. I mean, John is. We've already established that John is a raging misogynist at the beginning of the episode.
Yes, absolutely.
Literally, we're just talking about grades, and all John can think about is ass.
I'm a misogynist. I'm sorry. What can I do better? Put in the comments below.
Also-
Thank you. Thank you very much. Woo!
But John, I think you got another story for me, yeah?
You know what? I do.
That was number 5. Number 4 gets worse.
My teacher took points off of my presentation because I am autistic. What should I do?
I think sue
them.
Sue
Yeah.
them.
Report it to the school board. All of that.
Yeah, dude.
Come on.
You should not get points off for the tism.
Are you kidding me? What is going on?
A way big throwback. Sophia and I had an episode where we talk about autism, and I asked the question: if you were faking autism, do you actually have it? A lot of you guys made your remarks in your comments, and I really appreciate that. But I think in this scenario, she could fake not having autism and
fake having autism, or
fake not having it. Like the guy.
Oh, like I have autism, but I'm passing as not having it.
Yes,
is what you're saying.
I feel like that.
I see. Which is probably
so OP could role play as not having autism to get the points back.
Really? Dude, I love this guy. I love
in
this
the
guy.
first place, you could have faked having autism, but I don't think you can help it. I don't know. I just learned people that have autism could fake it, and that if you would have thought,
So I feel like what Riley's saying
autistic.
is like he doesn't believe that autism exists.
no, I believe it exists. I just didn't know people could fake not having autism
Riley
whenever they did have autism.
Riley's getting back in the hot seat. Hold on.
Okay, I've learned, and thank you all for your perspective.
There we go.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
for being a
ableist.
an ableist.
Yes.
I am gonna improve to be better. Tell me how I can be better.
Woo! We are apologizing. This is the apology episode, ladies and gentlemen.
All we need is some fake tears and a ukulele, and then we can really make sure this is a YouTube apology video.
The title of this video, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Period.
That actually would be a fun.
That would be pretty good. This story comes from Passing Through 3333. They say, I'm going to sound annoyed in this post because, well, I am so mad about this, mainly because both the conversation and after it as well. We had a debate in my English class. Hey. I have a speech impediment, okay? You need to apologize.
I'm sorry for being ableist.
Thank you. We had a debate in my English class. Okay, great. I need better skills in public speaking. I'm fine that I lost points for bad speaking skills, but what I'm mad about is the fact that I lost points on stimming. And so OP actually gave us some context on that. According to OP, stimming, repetitive behaviors autistic people, among others, are compelled to do.
It's like Tourette's.
I don't know if it's that exactly. I guess it's just like
Tourette's is a bad word, mainly.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I guess this is specifically stammering caused from the autism. Repetitive behaviors autistic people, among others, are compelled to do. Yeah, it's just a kind of like you're compelled to repeat things, certain behaviors, certain words, etc. I didn't even know that was something that he could take off, but he did. And that just seems unfair. He said it was distracting and he couldn't focus on what I was saying because I kept rocking back and forth and slightly punching the podium, which made too loud of a sound, etc. I don't think this is fair, like at all. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm upset over nothing. I talked to him today, starting something.
Does the teacher know that OP's autistic?
That is the real question, which I think we're about to find out. I talked to him today, stating some things and stuff and getting clarity and asking for some extra credit and whatnot. He said that I need to present myself better and I need to make eye contact, stop stimming, and just socially act my age.
Yeah, could you not be autistic, bro?
Yeah, could you just stop being like, bruh, I wonder if he literally verbatim said stop stimming. That's crazy. Which I think is uncalled for.
I imagine he didn't say stimming because he doesn't sound educated enough to understand what that is.
Yeah, but basically like, hey, could you stop being autistic? Like, could you stop insert symptoms of being autistic?
Yeah. He goes to the kid in the wheelchair. It's like, hey, you really need to stand for a speech.
Literally, there we go. Yes, that is a good analogy. That helps illustrate it well, which I think is so uncalled for. I'm diagnosed with ASD. I have an IEP for that, nothing academic related. This is an honors class. So to define those real quick, ASD is autistic spectrum disorder. And he has an IEP, which is an accommodation plan for a disabled student. So OP has ASD, autistic spectrum disorder, and the school knows about it. And they've basically created a plan to accommodate that.
Yep.
Anyways, again, maybe I'm just making a bigger deal than it is and being a crybaby. I've cried for the past 3 hours over the last 2 days on how much I hate myself that I can't be normal.
Oh.
OP, I'm so sorry. Sending love your way. Is this fair? And what should I do? So we do have some comments that we're coming up into, but let's take a sec, break it down real quick. Oh, my heart goes out to OP. So basically, it seems that the school obviously knows. It's obviously in the records. It seems the speech teacher knows, or the way that OP's writing it, I would assume that the teacher is aware that they have autism, and
but maybe not aware enough to know what the effects of autism are.
Exactly. Yeah. Like basically the innate things that ASD is causing OP to do that is like not as easy.
Which seems like, this teacher just needs to be educated a little bit.
Yeah. You know? I think the teacher needs to be educated, and it's like, I don't know, to me, like, you know how sometimes teachers can get on a high horse and get kind of power drunk? It's like, look, at the end of the day, this is a course that's like trying to help people. And to me, you should grade progress relative, right? So it's like, why would I expect OP to do the same things and behave and do the same things as a person that doesn't have ASD?
Yeah.
That's an unfair comparison and not helpful.
I mean, if you look at how schools run right now, when people have like ADHD, right? They get extra time on tests.
Boom.
Right. And it's a way to accommodate the learning process for people who have basically things that are out of their control. In the same way, you wouldn't have someone in a wheelchair stand for the speech. Like, I don't think you can say like, don't be autistic.
Like, bruh, come on. And oh my God, it's just like, and to know that like how much it hurt OP, like heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah. It's like you kind of expect this kind of like bullying to happen on the schoolyard and stuff. I mean, it shouldn't, but it happens. But when it comes from a teacher, just from being ignorant,
that's supposed to be your safe space, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the classic thing, like the teacher that like takes the initiative and interest and like helps coach a student. But
and it feels like this guy's, like you said, old school, and being old school is good in some ways. Otherwise, you need to be like understanding.
Yeah, this is like at the end of the day, what is a teacher's goal? To help a student improve and learn. Period. This is not
doing that.
Helping the student learn and improve at all. Not accomplishing the goal of being a teacher. But we have some comments. This one is from OP. I'm not technically failing the class now, but it definitely feels like failing. My grade went down from a 90 to a 79. I can't take dual enrollment without an 85 or higher. Oh, that's big. So
I don't know what's dual enrollment.
Dual enrollment, I believe.
I'll tell you. I went to dual enrollment.
Yep.
So basically, like you take a college class and it counts as a high school class as well. So it counts as a college and high school class.
So this is a big deal because if I'm understanding this right, if you have an 85 or lower any of your classes, you're kicked out of the whole program. So now you can't take any more college credit classes.
Oh, that's huge.
Big, which is big. Like honestly, like 90 to 79, big drop, which is already bad, but like still doable if it weren't for this. I mean,
85. How low of a grade did the professor give OP?
79.
Lowered to 79.
Yeah, his whole grade. So what was the grade on that specific?
Yeah, it must have been super low. It would have been lower than a 79. It would have been like a 50.
Well, it might have. Yeah, that's true. But it might have been like this speech counts as 50% of your total.
Oh, what if it was like
It
a
just-
final or
Yeah.
something like that? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Either way, it seems like, could have been a 60 or like a 10%, but whatever it was a bad
Yeah.
grade to drop
Yeah.
his whole average that low. Now, this is just an honors English 2 class. However, I've been telling both this teacher and another teacher about how I want to take the criminal justice dual class. So basically taking the college level class while still in high school. I have everything to take this class except if I can't get this English grade up. Plus, I basically planned my whole life out, and the only time I can take dual class is next semester if I want to take the APs I want to in my junior and senior year. So basically, which makes perfect sense. I mean, I also went through dual enrollment. I mean, once you get into the program, it's college. So you are planning, it's almost like getting kicked out of college and you can't get credits anymore.
But also like at least for UCLA, like none of my APs applied for.
Really?
Not really. Yeah.
None?
Not really. Because you have to take so many like classes as an engineer. Like it doesn't really matter.
Even like general education, like none of those?
No, I had to take all like the gen eds. It didn't really count. Like I had credits, but it didn't really mean anything.
Shout out to UC Santa Cruz for taking my credits.
Yeah.
Go banana slugs. Slugs are not known for their big brains.
Maybe actually if I took like a
no shade to my UC Santa Cruz alums, by the way. So I'm probably
slugs
gonna
are
get
not known for.
Yeah.
But like I think if I had taken maybe a poli-sci or something, which had a lot of like less credits, then it might have done something.
Might have transferred
but,
over.
Yeah, usually.
Wow. Even gen ed, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I didn't do
That's
anything.
insane. Wow. Well, there you go. Which may be why I'm so butthurt over 4 points that I lost from stimming. Because that makes a difference, even if it's small. You're literally getting kicked out of the college program. I mean, that is a huge, it would already be a big a-hole move that the grade dropped that low. But like the fact that he's getting kicked out of the program, albeit I don't know if this professor is aware of this at this point, that doing this would cause OP to get kicked out of the entire dual enrollment program, but God. Now the class was about 50% public speaking and 50% actual researching on topics. He actually said that my arguments were really good. I used good sources and I explained things well, but my public speaking part killed my grade. Come, OP is doing it.
Yeah.
OP is doing the work. And okay, OP has autistic spectrum disorder and is like, you know what? I want to take the initiative to get more comfortable in public speaking. I know that that's something I struggle with. This is so sad.
You know what I think OP should probably do is go to the board, like whatever the part of the school that deals with these different disorders,
situations,
and stuff, like the part of the school would do like extra time for tests and stuff. You should go to them and be like, look what this teacher's doing. This teacher is punishing me for being autistic.
Yes. The IEP, which is the plan that allows, he needs to go to them and be like, or OP needs to go to them and be like, hey, help me out, please. Yeah. I lost points on poor presentation overall. So for example, poor eye contact, speaking clarity, repeating sentences, which I am also annoyed about because I repeated one because I was stumbling over my words. However, lost an additional 4 points to an already poor grade is a lot. There is an update, but I just feel so much for OP.
It sucks.
To me, like, again, if I'm a teacher, I'm like grading you on like where are we starting and where are we ending. OP took the initiative, only stumbled on one sentence. Like, come on.
Yeah. But it's like, I think to the teachers making the wrong call, but I don't think like you can't grade kids on where they started and where they ended generally.
Generally
right?
no. Yeah.
But I feel like there should be some sort of exception made if you have a diagnosed
That's what I'm saying.
disorder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And so I think if OP went to some like whatever council they need to go to, I think this would get expunged.
Yeah, 100%. Which hopefully
the school doesn't want a lawsuit.
Exactly. Like,
I mean, this could be potentially ableist.
I definitely think this is grounds for a potential lawsuit. But we have an update.
I hope it's a good one.
We might find out what it is. So I posted this about 10 days ago discussing how my English teacher took points off my presentation during a debate because of stimming. I thought I should update you guys on what occurred afterwards. For one, I discussed with my teacher on my own. I wrote an extra credit proposal, which he granted. I mean, that's a smart idea, but also go to the board and whatnot as well. I ended up getting a 5-point extra credit assignment over Thanksgiving break. I had to tell a speech to my family about the importance of gratitude and what it means to me. I have an okay story time, slightly related to this. Secondly, I talked to my dad and stepmom, which they are both not the happiest. I would imagine.
Oh, yeah.
If this is my kid, oof. We ended up talking to him, the teacher. While he won't change my grade for the major, he is giving me a chance to make up minor grades. If I do some extra work, etc., 2 minor grades will become 100s. And there's another update after that. I mean, what do we feel about that? Like,
I mean, he is giving OP the opportunity to change the grade, which is good.
And like, I think remove ASD from, if someone didn't have ASD in the situation, that would be totally fine. But could have, I feel like he's not like looking into his file.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how teachers are supposed to do it.
The 4 points for the TISM stuff, I feel like he should give.
You give it back to OP. Like,
at the very least.
Yes. So on to the next update. First and foremost, I brought my grade up from a 78 to a 90. So we're back in the dual enrollment.
That's pretty good.
We're back.
That's pretty good. And that's where the grade was to begin with.
Oh, good point. I forgot about that. I know that grades aren't everything, but honestly, I can't be more excited about this. I also got a 100% on my state end of course test.
Okay, that's big.
Huge. Which I know probably had a huge curve, but still, I was extremely nervous about it. Congrats, OP. I love to hear that. Secondly, we ended up adding stimming onto my IEP. So now that is baked into the plan that teachers can read and reference.
And you cannot take away points for that.
Yes.
That's smart.
That's good. I'm very glad that happened. The person who does my IEP was annoyed that we even had to specify since she thought it was common sense. Lastly, the teacher got a talk about the importance of inclusion in his classroom and also to better understand some neurodiversity disorders in better detail.
Which is probably what he didn't, like, this is a learning opportunity.
He didn't know.
This is a learning opportunity.
Learning opportunity for sure.
Which is good.
Yes, and good that he's being educated on it.
Yeah.
That yours truly helped write since mental disorders and psychology is one of my special interests.
Wow.
That's great. That's very glad to hear that. Anyways, that's about everything that happened. My last day of school is Friday, meaning I am officially done with this teacher for the rest of my high school career. And I can happily say I am very excited to not have to deal with him anymore. And the final edit, y'all, this was an English class, not a debate class. Specifically, honors to English. Probably should have mentioned that.
Yeah, honors to English. I never had to do a
speech. I only did speeches in speech class.
Yeah, that's crazy. Although honors to English was like one of the hardest classes. It was the hardest class at our school.
Oh,
we
really?
had Mr. Caldwell, who was freaking just brutal. He was there for like 40 years. My friends' dads would have him, and like he was brutal back then too.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
It's always crazy when your parents have the same teacher as you. That's wild.
Mr. Caldwell.
Mr. freaking Caldwell. Sounds like Mr. Caldwell. Maybe OP's teacher kind of were boys.
Mr. Caldwell would just scream at people, bro. It was intense.
Do you think
he was like, how could you be so stupid? This is a dangling preposition, you idiot.
Wow. Do you
He didn't swear.
Do you know if he's retired?
Probably at this point, yeah.
Do you think if he was still operating today, if he would get like
get hurt,
reprimanded?
Probably.
Because what year did you have him? Do you think?
I graduated in 2015, so like early 2012.
Yeah, like early 2010s. I feel like everything was just starting to like turn up a notch.
Yeah, it didn't really
stuff
switch
was still sliding
until like I feel like Me Too stuff.
Yeah.
Which was like what 2019.
2017. Yeah, 2016, 2017. Yeah, to 2012, stuff was sliding past. Oh, man.
But you know what I want to slide right into?
My okay story time.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of extra credit, so I was in dual enrollment. I was taking a speech class in dual enrollment. Wow, I didn't even connect that until just now. And I had I was going to UC Santa Cruz, and I had some sort of stipulation. I couldn't get any more grades below a 70% to get like a certain scholarship going to UC Santa Cruz. I thought the day for the like online final was the next day. I'm on it. I'm in the library. It's 11 a.m. I'm getting started early. Crank open my laptop, and this exam has been closed. You have an automatic 0. And I was like, I just lost my $20,000 scholarship. So I go to her begging, pleading. I explained the scenario. I was like, I'm going to UC Santa Cruz. I'm senior in high school doing dual enrollment. If I get a 70 on this, I will lose $20,000. Is there anything I can do? And to her credit, she gave me like the rest of the hours of that day to finish. So she's like, okay, you finished, but you have to finish today. I was like, done. Like, absolutely. And maybe she like graded it like a little bit. She like knocked a few points off or whatever. Yeah. And then she was like super Christian. So it was a movie. I can't remember the name of it, but it came out in when I got 2014. And it was it was like 3 people's storylines. One guy was like a pessimistic atheist. One woman was like a Muslim, and then some other third person. Matter of Faith. That might be it. And basically all 3 of them, it was like the cheesiest Christian movie of all time. Correct me if I'm wrong, Riley. The teacher is like an atheist. Then he convinces the daughter to become an atheist.
Yep. And then the dad's like, oh, no, we can't be having this. And then he like basically has a huge debate against the atheist about how God's real and how it's not evolution.
And then I think the atheist biology teacher gets hit by a car, and in his dying breaths, he's like, I believe in you, God. And then they threw in this Muslim woman for no reason whatsoever, other than to just like put a woman in a hijab in a movie and convert her to like, truly she had like
wait, she was converted too?
She had nothing to do with the storyline. It was literally like, okay, like in fairness, all right, the biology teacher, the girl, like, okay, care. And it's like, pan to this Muslim household. Your like jeans are too short. You need to change, blah, blah, blah. And then she had this completely wholly off narrative thing of like, Dad, I'm not going to take your oppression anymore. And I'm going to be a Christian now, like the good people at my school. Absolute no plot line whatsoever. So dumb.
With my ex's dad during that movie, I sat beside them and he walked out of it being like, hell yeah.
That's so funny. I was like, honestly,
I was like, be a Christian movie critic now.
yeah, dude. Honestly, I was like, oh, this is fun. I get to watch. I was like, it was a crappy movie. I'm like, hey, I get to watch a movie and get extra credit. Yeah. And the way of proof was I had to give her the ticket from the movie theater.
Oh, you went to the theater.
Yo,
it wasn't out on like whatever Blu-ray at the time.
So funny.
So
dude.
She's like, you have to go to the theater, get the ticket, save it, and bring it to me. And I think maybe I had to do like a short speech or blurb on what I thought of the movie. And of course I just BS'd it. I was like, oh my God, it was so amazing. Just to like get as much 100% on the extra credit. But yeah, that's my extra credit makeup.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So are you a changed man?
My pants. Dude, so changed. I hate cheesy Christian movies. I changed so much.
Oh, I thought you were like, I'm not a evolutionist anymore. I
was like, wow.
6,000 years old.
I realized how many plot holes Christian movies can have, dude. I enjoyed it though. I was like, I get to watch this and get extra credit. Hell yeah, let's go.
It would be a funny video to watch a Christian movie marathon.
Curtis Connor did some reviews.
Christian movie marathon.
Yeah, that's actually the first video I ever saw of him. Like maybe 6 or 9 months ago.
Funny. Yeah, I would be down.
Yeah,
but you know what? I'm more down for.
What?
So read you this next story.
Let's do it.
I made a peer drop out of college. Am I the a-hole? And this actually comes from our beautiful OKOP family. If you want to submit your own story, go to r/OKOP show or call us at 440-508-6567. This comes from Nancy Pants 1. And they say, I, 31 female, am a college student in my senior year of engineering. Let's go engineering. We have to do a group senior design project. The teammates are Faith, 21 female, Gabby, 23 female, and Dean, 31 male.
Are they making
Oh!
Are they making a chair?
Dude, they might be. They might be. I made actually my final, if you look up like Samuel Donner engineering project, you can see the contraption we made to make omelets, and it is a death machine.
About to get 20,000 views over here. Yeah, can we honestly? Wait. Let's get a clip. Here we go. Automobile. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
So wait, it's whisking it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he has all these things wired up, whisking the egg.
This is awesome. We give you the automobile.
Yeah,
All right, here we go. All right, we're pouring the eggs, whisking it. Oh, dude. Cracking the egg.
Shoot.
Oh, this is sick.
Don't put your hand in there.
Oh, this is sick. Oh, it's pouring the eggs now down a tube, pouring through. What is going on now?
It's
dispensing
the
oil. Dispensing oil. Dude, this is fire. Oh, now it's pouring the eggs in.
Yeah.
Oh. Did you threw the egg, the ham and stuff in there, right? Wow. Wow. Dude, it did it. It did it.
Wow.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
Crazy, bro.
Over a year ago, Dean and I became friends with benefit. That ended this summer. We decided to just be friends to avoid drama. When we started our project, Dean became very unpredictable. He refused to do any work, regularly cussed at us, and was often late or absent from meetings. We tried to accommodate him, but ended up doing the work to get a good grade. I knew he was feeling left out since the three of us girls are best friends. Dean was mad he wasn't included, but had previously hit on Gabby multiple times. She rejected him asking for dates 3 times. And remember, Gabby is 23.
And he is 31.
He would follow her to her car after class to chat, insisting he was her protector. It escalated to regular sexual inquiries, and she was uncomfortable being around him. Man,
Oh my!
went downhill fast.
For real.
We didn't want him to get in trouble if he truly was lacking awareness to realize this was harassment. I talked to him, and the creepy comments seemed to stop for a while. But his treatment to team members worsened over time. Eventually, I knew we needed a conflict resolution meeting. I asked my professor how to run this type of meeting, and this may be where I effed up. My professor sent an email to her group that night stating that our meetings needed to be with a moderator. Dean knew that the issues were about him and wanted to discuss it then. It was 10:30 p.m., but he was spamming our group chat. The next morning, our professor wasn't available, so we were going to have a regular meeting. But Dean wanted to get into the conflict. We were in the public room on campus with many other students. I had prepared a 10-point conflict resolution guide so he wouldn't feel attacked. He was yelling and everyone overheard. Dean asked for examples of his behavior, and Gabby gave him a couple, which upset him further. After trying to convince him that we needed him to at least stop cussing at us, yikes, he stormed out, told us he quit our group and was dropping out of school. Was I the a-hole for not canceling our meeting? Dean filed a complaint against our professor and texted Gabby to apologize later that night. I saw him a week later when he saw me. He turned around and left campus. I was shocked that he wouldn't even talk to me. The next week, I saw him again in lab. He told me that they were going to let him finish our class still. Dean didn't come to class for the last 6 weeks of class. He just found out that he will be back in our class next semester. He's also making up another class after telling a different professor that we teamed up against him, so he didn't feel comfortable coming to class. Because of our last meeting, our group is nervous about his return, especially with the accusations he made against us. It seems like the college is trying to push him through the major. Reddit, please help. Would I be the a-hole if I just say something about the previous harassment, or should I just mind my own business?
Oh my God. So just to make sure I'm understanding. So basically he kept harassing the 23-year-old college student, right?
Yeah.
And then did they report it? And
then they were like, hey, we need conflict resolution. Like, what's going to happen?
Yep.
And they were supposed to do the next meeting with someone to oversee.
Like from the school, like faculty or whatever.
Exactly. But the professor wasn't available. And so they just did it without that person and had Dean there. And then Dean like cussed them out. And then OP basically said like, again, to the professor, hey, this is what happened. You filed a complaint.
Yeah.
And he, after that, was just like, I'm leaving school. But then he came into the class again later. So it sounds like he didn't really leave school. But if OP makes another complaint, it could probably hurt his chances of getting back into school. But if you're cussing people out,
dude,
like, and being at the very least, a little bit like sexual harassy, I think it is grounds for some sort of discipline from the school.
let me tell you this. And this is sometimes just hate school because it's like, let's operate like the real world. I worked in like tech in the Bay Area. If someone reported this, not only would he for sure get like removed from the department or team, which is like the equivalent of
You
like
would get fired.
you would get fired.
Yeah.
And OP,
And it's not like this is some like, 18, 19-year-old kid
No,
that's
no,
just
no.
figuring life out. This is a 31-year-old man.
and OP, like, honestly, very empathetic, like, honestly, more empathy than he deserved, was like, maybe he doesn't understand what he's doing wrong. Let me break it down and
Yeah.
educate and share.
And he did not take that well.
And all he did was get worse. So it's
Yeah.
like you gave him all the frankly more
Yeah.
chances than he deserved.
Yeah. So I think completely not the a-hole.
Cut him out.
Yeah, cut him
Kick
out.
him out of the school.
And also, but I do appreciate that you're being so empathetic, OP.
Yes,
I mean, like,
for sure.
you're part
Yes.
of the OK fam. We love you.
That's great.
But I think I would not worry about him. I would worry about yourself and making sure you have an environment that you enjoy in school.
Yeah, yourself and then the 23-year-old's
Exactly.
group classmate.
Yeah.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
But Johnny boy, you got
Sammy
something
boy.
else for me?
I do. Today, I effed up by getting assigned a group project and getting sent memes. What? I don't really know what's going to happen here.
I don't
What's
have
going down?
enough context to even think about.
You
anything.
get into a group project and then wait. Tinfoil. I have a conspiracy theory. All right. Okay, get ready.
That your tinfoil hat.
You know,
has been
I
put
really
over here.
I'm just passionate about my conspiracy theories.
I like the nipple hats.
Great, yeah. But honestly, we love the nipple hats.
Someone commented about the nipple hats,
Yeah.
and you know what? I take that as a point of pride.
Yeah, honestly, it's amazing. But so my conspiracy theory is that OP's in this group project, and then for whatever reason, some person is like, not only am I gonna like not work and tank the project,
I'm gonna try to.
I'm gonna
Sabotage.
plant memes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna plant crazy memes in this person's whatever,
Yeah.
like computer or something. Get them framed. Boom. 0.
You know,
0%.
actually,
Beef.
I have a
Beef.
story about UCLA meme page.
Ooh. Okay. Story time.
Okay, story time.
Let's go. Okay, so let's get into the story. This comes from Keanu Gaming XD. They say, "What's up, bros?" So I'm basically in a business class, and our midterm project had randomly, all caps, assigned groups. This is important context for this crap that happened to me.
Dude, random groups are rough.
So I was assigned this kid. Let's call him James. I've never talked to James and basically knew nothing about this kid. Everything was going fine with our project, and he surprisingly is pretty good at getting stuff done. Better than me, anyways. Sounds like OP might be the dud
coaster.
of the group.
Yeah.
Don't be a coaster, OP. Come on.
Yeah, sounds pretty fratty.
Yeah. Really. What's
Yeah,
up,
what's
bros?
up, bros?
Yeah. But basically, we met in the library after class to finish up our project last Tuesday. He started talking more about random crap that I frankly don't care about. Politics, religion, and the NFL. One of these things was about how our professor was someone who can't be trusted. I should have known some stuff was up when this picture was sent to me, which was
It's a Pepe the meme. Yeah.
which I think has been associated with like crazy
the
fringe alt-right
like
stuff.
QAnon stuff.
Yeah, okay. So we might have like a super alt-righter here. I was so confused, but basically he went into the story about how our professor and this girl in the front row, Abigail, might be sleeping together or something. His reasoning was because she answers a lot of his questions in class.
Oh, they must be doing pillow talk where she's getting all the answers.
And the smoking gun,
What?
she seems the type.
Bro, that is
So much evidence.
wild conjecture.
Damning evidence. This crap was crazy and important for context. I think he was kind of joking, but I don't think it's okay. Anyways, I brushed off this crazy dude's comments and just finished up my work. I go to our class on Thursday, and this kid keeps sending me memes all class. I had this effort's group me DMs open on my laptop, and I'm 100% sure this professor saw the memes. Basically, my F up was having this blasted on my PC screen in front of the whole class.
Oh, no.
I think I ruined my reputation, but I don't know. What is the meme? For context, Professor Horowitz failing everyone but Abigail. And I'm getting some very anti-Semitic vibes going on here. Some very anti-Semitic vibes.
Why?
Isn't Horowitz a Jewish name, or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy has like a big nose.
Big nose and just like, I could be wrong.
Wow.
Maybe
John.
I'm anti-Semitic
Wow,
over here. Oh,
John.
God. Dude,
Wow.
misogynist and anti-Semite,
Wow,
I am losing over here. I say I'm sure because he sent me an email after class saying he wants me in his office to discuss some of the messages he saw on my laptop when he passed by me. I don't know what I'm going to say to my professor. I'm also worried because this stuff is worth 35% of our total grade.
Yeah.
I mean, this is make or break.
Bro, just who cares about this dude? Just tell him, throw him under the bus.
Yeah, for real. Like, which is true. Like, it's not you. Anyways, yeah, this is how I effed up. Basically, by existing and being a biz student with an edgy troll, pretty sure I'm just going to rat this mother effer out.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'm fine. But this is why we should not have group projects, to be honest, and to not keep memes on your PC.
Yep.
And edit, I'm just realizing, and I guess I should have pointed out that our professor is Jewish, I guess.
Yeah. So that's definitely anti-Semitic.
So now I understand the meme more. Holy crap. So, boom.
So bad, dude.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yikes.
Wow.
I wonder if the professor is going to believe him.
Yeah. Because that's pretty like, oh, he sent it to me.
Yeah. But I mean, like meme pages at colleges are fairly degenerate.
That's true. And you have an okay story time. One final thing I want to point out, though, he could show the chat history.
Not responded at all.
And it's just like, here's all of him sending it to me and me not responding. And when you walked by, I just happened to have his DMs open for our group project or whatever. You could probably.
I think OP's going to be fine.
I think OP will skate by, but are you fine? What happened with your dangerous memes?
I was of the era where schools just started meme pages.
Like official school meme pages?
Yeah. So like my meme page was UCLA memes for sickest tweens. And
that was school.
No, it's just
sanctioned?
on Facebook. No, it's on Facebook. But the thing is, these meme pages would just like blow up. Like I think we had like 70,000 or 80,000 people in that meme page.
Insane.
Because people from outside of UCLA who wanted to go to UCLA would just join the meme page. It was active. Like if you posted a good meme, you could get like 1,000 likes
on
a post. And so during physics class, I remember me and one of my friends started a trend that lasted for months on our meme page where we would take screen grabs from like porn and then caption it where it's like,
hell yeah.
Where here? I actually here. Let's
we have the evidence. The smoking gun.
And to be clear, this was bigger than just the meme page, but we brought it to the meme page. And after that, like it was nothing but those kinds of memes for months. Let's see.
Are you saying the people were biting your flow? That you started it all?
Okay. So UCLA is 66,000 members. They're very specific. But like, for example, this is one of our libraries, and this was what my friend posted. When freshmen are talking too loud in Powell.
Oh gosh, dude, that's so
coming. There's a place where you could get bananas. And it was this one was coming out of B plate with a bunch of stolen bananas. Like,
oh my god.
And it started a whole trend.
I had a meme page of someone bullying me.
What?
Yeah.
What? It was F, bro. So, my high school days, there weren't a lot of guys. I went to like a very like early college thing. There were more for every guy, there were 2 girls. It was
Wow.
a dream. So there was this one guy, one head honcho guy. Dude, I'm gonna just go after him right now. Have some things, but
Let's go.
everyone would call him by his last name, and they called him by his last name so much that he changed his first name to his last name.
Oh.
So it was like last name.
Like Fry
That's
Fry.
so
Yeah.
funny.
Anyway, you probably would like him. That makes me mad. Anyway,
I wouldn't like him if he bullied you.
No.
yeah, but he was the head honcho, and if you didn't like kiss his ass, like everybody in the group would hate you, and that's kind of how it went. So I was like, you know what? I don't really care. I was more athletic than everyone. Like I was just like, people were jealous of me just because of who I was.
There.
And
That's what I'm
There we
talking
go.
about.
yeah, that's really what it
I'm
was.
talking
They
about.
won't admit it. Anywho, I was on the basketball team. He was too. I was better than him. 2-time MVP.
Get effed.
He just would hate me.
Yep.
So there's this one guy in there. This guy literally, if you're watching this, I hope you are, he literally looked like Sid from Toy Story. Like, no joke. He dressed up like him for Halloween. Like, he looked like that. This kid, like, was kind of disturbed. He had some things going on in his life. But this kid hated me so much because I wasn't a part of the group and didn't, like, follow the initiative or whatever, that he made a meme page about me and blamed his world problems on me. So it was like, it was a picture of me from my high school days. And it was like a bad picture in one of the high school pictures. And it was like, Riley Wilson, gay ass N-word. And then he would say, I blame all of my world problems on Riley Wilson. And then it was just like 2 pictures. And it was like, I didn't get hot sauce with my Zaxby's. F you, Riley Wilson. Or like, it was like a picture of him, of just a room. And it was like, I just stubbed my toe on my bed. F you, Riley Wilson. And everyone that followed that meme page, I blocked them.
Smart.
And hit up the vice principal and was like, hey, I think this is kind of funny, but I should probably let you know that this is happening. Because this guy had some like scholarships lined up. Like this guy was smart, but he just didn't like me and he got deleted or whatever. I don't really know what happened after that, but apparently he's a good guy now.
You think I would like this guy?
No, not you, but everyone that I've talked to outside of high school has been like, oh, he's a good guy. He's changed. I'm like, I don't know.
Hey, Sid, guess who's living in a mansion in Santa Monica producing one of the hottest podcasts on planet Earth? Not you.
Get wrecked, Sid.
Yeah.
Man, that felt good. I felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Meme pages are...
Round of applause for our boy Riley. You're up, dude.
Yeah, meme pages are
F that
crazy,
guy.
dude.
F that guy. Wow.
Yeah.
You know what else is crazy?
What?
This next story.
Yeah.
It's the craziest because it's the final most crazy story.
I told my sister that she was being ridiculous over a school project. Am I the a-hole? And this comes from AdHelpsC8923. And they say, my 37 female sister, 34 female, is married to her husband, 33 male, and they have 7 kids in total. 3 kids from my sister's first marriage, 16 female, 15 female, 12 male. Her husband has 3 kids from his old marriage, 15 female, 14 male, and 11 male. And they have 1 son together, 5 male.
Whoa.
Big family. And are currently found out they are having another.
Oh my God.
The 5-year-old Jackson is in kindergarten and recently did an all about me type of project, the ones that the kids list their favorite things. On this sheet, they included my hero as well. On the sheet, he put my sister's middle stepchild, who would be Jackson's 14-year-old half-brother, Boston. He also mentioned Boston's friends. For context, my sister is a stay-at-home mom. Only her husband works. They had an agreement to not try to force relationships too hard, especially because her husband experienced that as a child. Most of the kids don't spend too much time with Jackson and never have, especially given the age gap between them. Boston, however, was always very excited when they announced they were having a baby, and Boston always spent a lot of time with him. Boston's friends did as well, as they frequently go to each other's houses.
That's cute.
Boston and his friends are all athletes doing various sports at middle school. Boston still is a teenage boy, and he clashes with his biological siblings quite frequently. He's very nice and a sweet boy, but has a lot of energy and is very opinionated. Jackson, like Boston. So again, Jackson is the 5-year-old.
Yep.
And Boston is the 14-year-old half-brother.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson, like Boston, has shown an interest in sports. This makes them closer as Boston is the only kid out of the 6 older one who plays sports. Jackson has done soccer and baseball. The issue is how my sister reacted to Jackson putting Boston plus his friends as his hero. I was at her house helping her bring in furniture she bought at the store for the new baby when we went to pick up Jackson. He gave her the project after we walked in the door. She started asking him about the hero part, and he was talking about how Boston and his friends are cool and how he wants to be like them when he grows up. That's cute.
Oh, this is great. So I'm
adorable.
waiting for the ball to drop. I'm terrified.
After Jackson went in his room, my sister was talking about how he was ungrateful. She said she could understand why Boston was there, but went on about his friends being there, saying stuff like, did Boston's friends ever change his diaper? And did they ever feed him? She went on to say maybe she'd need to have Jackson spend less time with Boston and his friends.
Oh, no.
That's so sad.
No.
I told her to stop being ridiculous and that Jackson is just a kid and he's allowed to put who he wants on his project.
He's 5.
Yeah, dude.
Give the kid some slack.
And that she should know that he loves her and her husband. She argued with me for a bit until we got back to dealing with the baby furniture, and I thought everything was good. However, later in the day, I got a call from our parents telling me that I should apologize to my sister, and they said I was being an a-hole and a jerk for telling her she was overreacting. However, when I told my husband about it, he agreed with me. So, am I the a-hole?
He's 5. 5 years old, right?
He is 5 years old.
5 years old. He's like a baby.
Yeah, dude.
And also,
It's the most wholesome thing. It's like
adorable.
My brother is my hero. That's like a classic one.
Come on, man. And like all the like brothers' friends, like so adorable. Just
Yeah.
like honestly, I would think a parent's dream.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, the brothers are getting along.
That
Like,
would be
this is-
amazing. This is, I mean, it's just coming out of jealousy.
Yeah. Which, like, hey, moms do so much work, so thankless, all that jazz. But like, yeah, man, cut my
He's
boy,
5.
cut my boy Jackson some
He's
slack.
5. And
Yeah.
the fact that she's like trying to take away that relationship because she's insecure is bonkers.
It's gonna only, and also this will only. You think that will make him like want to put you on the My Hero?
Yeah.
The opposite. You're going on the top of the My Villain project now.
Oh yeah, dude. You're
Like-
about to create his villain origin story. But wow. I mean, what would you do in this situation? What would you tell the mom? I would love to know what you think in the comments.
Free my boy Jackson.
Even,
yo.
oh yeah, if it's your sister, what would you tell Sophia if she was acting like this?
What if she was being like,
Right, because this is yeah.
if she was like, I'm not letting him hang out with these friends, I would be like, you're dumb. Why would you do that? I also want to hear about your meme pages. If anyone had college meme pages,
Yeah.
let us know in the comments.
Drop
I know,
some links.
Yeah, I know mine were very sophomoric, and but hey, you know what? I was
That's what
I
memes
was
are,
young
baby.
in college, baby, and
That's
it
what memes
was
are.
it was a young time for memes.
I laughed. I thought they were funny.
Thanks, John.
I thought they were
John
funny.
thought they were
I
funny.
approve. So also, hey, throw some hearts
In the
in the
chat
chat
for
for
Riley.
Throw
Big
some
protein.
hate towards the people that did that. That's what I don't
Riley's like,
I don't
no.
want damn hearts.
Yeah, I would fire in brimstone.
Tell us your school stories, your group project stories.
That's
We'd
right.
love to hear it in the comments.
We know
or
you have 'em.
on our /OKOP show. Call us at 440-508-6567. If you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you and see you tomorrow.